had to wait 6 months for this moment, but what a year it was for a rider who scored just 1 podium in 2018 and only managed a 5th and a 10th from the opening 2 rounds of the season.
I've said this before, I'll say it again. Supercross is reality TV. It's the best reality TV there is.
After that, he dominated to become the FIM AMA Supercross World Champion for the first time.
17 weeks, 17 chapters in the story. And what makes a good story, good characters.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge welcome to Cooper Webb.
And I think coming into the season, we've got a bunch of them.
You forget Webb won the Supercross Championship, which is pretty gnarly. Webb's been a 3-time champion before this Supercross title. I don't think that #1 plate is going to be heavy for him.
You got my lungs burning.
Right now, you got, let's just call it 7 dudes that can win a race.
8 rookies on factory teams this year. 3 of them TLD KTM.
I think it's just my muscles are so tired. Like I want to be lazy so bad.
So they got their hands full.
Before the first whoop, you were always nervous.
This other kid, CIANCIARULO, I think he's much older than his rookie debut in the 450 class will show.
Could we predict next year's champion? Right here, right now.
No, because we need to embrace what we have right now, which is the gap between 7 or 8 guys is smaller than it was. It's just different now.
Yeah.
If Tomac wins the title, if Roczen wins the title, if Webb wins the title, if Anderson wins the title, who am I leaving out? Is anyone going to be like, I can't believe that happened?
Yeah.
Ken Roczen did not win a Supercross at all last year. Sounds ridiculous, but he did win 3 outdoor nationals and he crushed it at Red Bull Straight Rhythm. Does all that mesh together and point him in the right direction to win races in 2020?
Revs are up, and the gate is down at Straight Rhythm.
Last year, he was my preseason pick for the championship. I believe that strongly in him. I think he not only wins 1 race, he wins multiple races, and this is his redemption year. This is the year that Ken Roczen is back.
Can Ken Roczen do it? He kills it! He does! Ken Roczen is your champion for 2019.
That was crazy!
First win of the new season.
All arrows are pointing up for his potential and his unrealized potential. I believe after his injury, showing what the speed he had outdoors, looking good for 2020 for Ken Roczen.
Yeah, it's bad news. If that guy just gets on a little bit of a roll, he can just run the table.
All right, I want to talk about Roczen. Does he get a win, Cody, this year? Does he finally get a win?
Championship or races?
Win.
He will win.
Okay. You sure about that? Because I thought he was going to win last year.
I thought he was too, but I think he's going to win again.
Yeah.
I don't know about a championship, but I think he'll win a couple races.
Like your ribs?
Yeah, like just the same thing that I've been struggling with. Like I feel like I can't get air all the way up.
First 6 rounds last year, I saw a guy who had everything together except for a win. And for whatever reason, the sickness, the loss at Arlington to Webb in devastating fashion.
Beats him to the line!
Whatever it was that caused him to steer off, he made it over a third of the way through the season with the red plate.
I wasn't breathing hard at all, but my body, like especially my shoulders and arms as well.
It's like it seems like it's just like a total body thing to do.
He's 1 year stronger. He's 1 year more comfortable in the Honda. He 1 year with more data, knowing what's right and what's wrong to be there. And I just think that he's overall got the most pieces of the puzzle.
Does this look like you're kind of going through the motions?
I can't do anything different. I'm trying.
Yeah. You can totally tell a good day from bad day just by his body language on the bike. And he's doing a lot better than what he has this time last year. He's got a lot more energy, a lot more in the tank.
Roczen's one of the most polished riders we have in the sport. He's actually my pick for 2020 to win the title.
Ooh.
I've been on that for a while now, and I'm all in on it.
The idea behind this is obviously that we'll pull out of Feld and all the merch that they do, and then you, along with Adam, will launch your own website, kenroczen.com, with your own merch, and we'll drive all the fans prior to Anaheim and throughout the season and outdoors to the website to get the merch here. So here's the first round of stuff. So 2 different logos. This is the original logo, obviously, too, and then another mock-up. I don't know.
I think it'd look a lot better if it was just kind of like up here somewhere rather than in the middle.
Or maybe even not a square, just the logo.
Just the logo, I think, would look better too, yeah.
So it's like Ken Roczen number 94 with your signature.
For a logo, like it's super clean cut, but then obviously all of that is too much.
So
I do like the signature in there.
I know.
I think that's pretty rad.
When you talk Ken Roczen, it's the same story every year. It's the health. It was the arm, then it was the other arm. Now this year we go into it with a mysterious kind of undisclosed illness that really hurt him in the back half of Supercross and throughout most of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross, especially if the weather was gnarly.
All right, so we'll get to the track and then we'll come back and talk contracts.
All right, I gotta go.
Even in his most current interviews, he still will refer to it as we're managing it. We have it in a good place. It's not like, yeah, we're good, I'm ready to go win.
It's like, honestly, with this sport, when you're fit and you have a good day, you feel like Hercules. And then some days you seriously feel like you haven't trained a fucking day in your life.
I think he's confident, but I think there are still lingering issues that he doesn't know going into every Saturday, just like last year. Am I gonna have a good day? Am I gonna have a bad day?
The sport is hard enough, and then, yeah, when you're dealing with other things a little bit outside of your control, it does get frustrating.
20 good wins, and then rest up for a little bit. All right, fucking crush it.
There's one thing I know for sure, that we all know for sure. He's got the heart of a lion. He's overcome so many adversities in his career. He will figure this out. Whether it takes him a few races to do that or not, but 2020 might be the redemption year that we've been waiting for Ken Roczen.
All he has to do, all Ken Roczen has to do is start fast, start strong, and make Saturdays count, regardless of what happens during the week.
Good job, Ken, good job.
I mean, of course, it wasn't my best day, but
it's all right.
Good at knowing, like, I mean, just driving home, knowing, like, you put in the full day.
knowing I sucked ass.
Well, it wasn't your best day ever, but you didn't quit, so.
Maybe this moto was maybe like top 12.
I know for one thing, outside of about 4 riders, everybody wants to see Kenny Roczen grab his first Supercross win post-surgery. Couldn't get any closer than he's gotten last year. And I think it'll happen in 2020. I do. Yeah. I think he wins. I think he breaks this streak.
It's kind of nice about this. It's humbling. Feel good one day. Feel like you're the king. Show up a couple days later. You're not feeling it.
All right, now Red Bull contract, sign-ins time. You have been loyal to them, they're loyal to you. Plus the hat is a big deal for the series. I think their big thing is where's the sport going and what can they bring value to it? And the sport's just not in the same place, and that's on the organizers. And as we've all talked about, there's a lot of problems with the sport needing to grow more. But 4 years, another very long-term commitment to the bull.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be playing that up all day long. I come in, shit the bed at Anaheim. Nick's got me over training flat.
It's fine. Gotta want it. It's my response. This is when you click into Dan Le Batard and the cameras come out. Is that a guy?
Dan Le Batard? Yeah. Dude, this guy hits me with like 80 sports references all the time. Wayne Gretzky, what did he play, football?
Without question, he's a legit contender day one. I think he's gonna win races year one. I think that he's gonna make things very complicated year one for his teammate and for his training partner.
Leonard Skinner, license plate.
Oh, no,
That's American.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. Is Leonard Skinner a band or a person?
Definitely a band. Could be a person in the band, front man.
Couldn't tell you.
You're gonna take my American passport for not knowing that.
So far on this drive, I'm coming across not very relatable at all. No idea how to work on a motorcycle. That throws people off right away. Spoiled. And then now I don't know what Leonard Skinner is. It's 2 strikes. We're not even to the track yet.
There's no way around the fact that if he does what I believe he can do, which is contend for wins and be up in the conversation for the championship halfway through this thing, I think things are gonna get weird, straight up. Why wouldn't they be?
All right, Nick, let's do this. Let's do this together so we look good on camera. What are we going, 2?
Yeah.
In my world, they call that a pump fake. That's how I have so much success in the LA Fitness gym.
This other kid, Adam Cianciarulo, I think he's a wild guy, but I think he's just learned so much, and mentally he's so strong. He's immediately going to inject himself into the conversation.
He's riding well and had some success last year, but he doesn't have like the base that these guys have raced for 10 years, full seasons.
Take years.
Yeah, so it's like we got catch up.
Adam can go as fast as anybody in the world. I truly believe that. Adam will win heat races. Adam will set the fast lap times this year. I'm on record of saying he doesn't win. Can he just track down Eli? I don't know.
I felt really good. Yeah.
You
It looked
good.
like you had fun. Like your
turns look good.
Well, your turns were super good. Like you weren't. It wasn't. You were making adjustments as you went.
I'm not sold on the watch for Adam. He's going to start beating Eli. He's going to start showing Kenny
I'm not in that
what's
camp.
up.
Who's in that camp?
Most rookies struggle. I don't care
Who's
who
in
you
that
are.
camp?
There's
Somebody
some
in that
hype.
camp?
Oh, there's tons of people in that camp. There's so much hype.
That was solid laps. They're all super consistent too.
Well, you had a couple of 54 zeros twice.
You're Eli Tomac and you've been at Kawasaki for how many years, and the one thing you haven't been able to do is get the Supercross Championship. And then your new #2 guy comes in and starts racing and riding like a #1? It's gonna be weird. When has he ever dealt with that? Ever.
But the problem is everybody just likes Adam so much. It's like moss to a flame. People are rooting for him, and maybe that leads to unrealistic expectations from the outside. He's better at handling that than most.
Well, he didn't do anything to douse those flames by winning his first 450 race.
All right, so with TLD, they're the real question mark to me, like in terms of getting rid of all of their riders. Where did everybody go? What happened to that team? You had 2 title contenders and they have poof disappeared.
I think we need to look at everything. It's not that the equipment cannot do it, but you need to set it up correctly. We for sure need to improve.
This is a very shallow roster for TLD, but they did get somebody in the offseason, Kevin.
Yeah, they went and said, you know what, if we're not going to get the best riders, we're going to get the best suspension guru, and that is Adam Walters from PC. They swooped in, got him, which is a big get for that guy, for them. That could completely turn that motorcycle around. If he can turn that bike around, make these rookies look good on it, then that's going to look attractive next year when guys are out hunting for a job.
When he gets tired, he doesn't squeeze his leg and it works.
I think it's just my muscles are so tired. Like I want to be lazy so bad.
Before the first whoop, you were always nervous.
Just the way he can see things and talk to the guys and he's not afraid to make a change. I mean, I think a lot of guys in his position, they're so worried about making the wrong change, but it might not be wrong. And so his eye and just willingness to make changes is what we needed at this time.
And they can't help. If Jordan Smith and Shane McElrath want to leave to try another team with a fresh start, they can't help that. What they've shown me by getting this guy from Pro Circuit, the suspension guy, is that they're still committed to winning. They're still committed to building the team to win. It just might not be for several more years because they have the weakest roster.
The initial touch, anytime he gets light and then has to touch something real quick, it just looks like it goes.
When you have a team of 3 rookies and then one guy who's, 20, the optimism is going to be probably a little bit low, I would say, for the team, and that's fair. But at the same time, if these kids have talent and they just twist grip, dude, I actually think that they could be pretty good.
Nice, Brandon. This is amazing. Holy smokes. You're strong here, buddy. Here we go. Here we go. You can do this, man. You got it. You got it.
Just keep them turnover.
That's massive. So 3 minutes. You got it. Holy crapster, dude. That is impressive.
And you can turn your legs up if you want it.
That is impressive. 360 watts. Woo.
It is unorthodox, but they have guys that are a couple of years away from, I think, winning mains.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do wood choppers included now into the walking lunges. So from here, you're going to cut like if you're cutting wood down to the side. Nice, there you go. Feel the spine start to rotate a little bit around its axis, right? There you go. Perfect. Can drop the balls.
You know, halfway throughout last year, it was with Roger and all the guys, and they said, hey, let's do a rebuild year, get a whole bunch of young kids, and build for the future. The 250 class has changed to where the older kids are staying in the class longer. I mean, it used to be 16 to 21, 22, and now it's, you know, I would say 18 to 26, even 27 at times. This is, you know, a rebuilding year, but at the same time, we want to win. These are young kids and rookies, and none of the guys have even podiumed a race. Let's be real. 3 of the guys have never even raced a Supercross.
You got more in you. You got to push yourself. If we don't push ourselves Monday through Friday, how are we going to push ourselves on Saturday?
These guys are super young, so it's like another level to whether or not you're like, okay, push, and then they're like, I don't know. So it's learning them to.
I'd let him go out, ride a couple laps, come in. If he's happy, then say, go do your 5.
We mentioned all these power moves. A lot of it came at the expense of that Troy Lee Designs Red Bull KTM team. They lost McElrath, they lost Smith. It's a true rebuilding year for them. They pick up Brandon HARTRANFT, they bring Brian Moreau over from France, and they have 2 riders that came through their amateur ranks, Derek Drake and Pierce Brown. So I don't know where the expectations are. I've got to imagine they're very tempered to say, we're working with these guys. We expect them to get better later. But as far as championships, it's going to be a long slog, I think, for TLD with all this new talent.
It feels so stiff. Just rigid. I mean, it feels way better.
The problem is you're coming in off, and you hit. So try it just enough for it to be the tracking still. So it's not such an abrupt hit, okay?
Unfortunately, Shane McElrath, his window closing in his 250 career for championships, basically said to TLD, I don't think I can win on your bike. He's gone to Star. You can't argue with the pedigree and the championships they've had the last few years.
Like what I'm telling you about going 60 around the whole track, watch him, and then watch other guys. They'll come in and then break hard, where he's just consistent all the way through. Nothing fast. How are you going to pass that guy?
We had a good relationship. I felt like I've done a lot for him, and in reverse, he's done a lot for us and the team, and that's all I wanted was to wait. That was Monday, and I got a call that Wednesday saying that he signed with Star, you know, 48 hours after I told him to get me through Colorado. Wasn't cool, wasn't the way I wanted it to go, and still a little bitter about it. Maybe that's how we work better, is being the underdog.
Like, roll the dice, see what happens. You never know. They make movies out of this kind of shit.
For their ability to say, ha, I told you so, they just need one to work out.
Exactly.
You know how this sport works. You don't need all 4 guys. This ain't Star Racing where every guy is a contender to win the title. You get one guy to swing and hit, you can...
Yeah, you can gloat a little bit.
You can gloat and you can ignore that. What are you talking about?
Ok.
J'ai des ornières de fête, je suis pas le seul à être.
What are you hearing about Marvin?
Well, I just got some, a little bit of information that Marvin had a little spill at the test track. May have re-injured that knee. It's already been hurt.
Yep.
And he didn't get surgery on that knee, so
right, he tried to rest it. Yeah.
This might be a problem.
Yep.
Well, we made it to France yesterday. Had an MRI done, and yeah, obviously too much damage in the knee.
You're just at the end of your career. It's starting to wind down. The competition's getting tougher. Your opportunity to win a championship's getting slimmer. And now you have an injury like this, and I just feel for him.
Fortunately, to have my surgeon that I know him really well, he got him in, the next day for surgery and get it all fixed and tightened up, and hopefully get back to 100%.
The one positive thing, if I'm a Marvin MUSQUIN fan, or if I am Marvin MUSQUIN, is guess what? The motivation to win that championship might overcome all the detriment of being 30 years old, not being so close and never reaching that goal. Possibly, the fire burning in his gut at this point is going to overcome everything that we just listed.
For KTM, it sucks too, because you're going into a championship, you want to have 2 guys that could do it. It gives you better odds, and now it's all on Webb. To me, that even makes the pressure on Cooper even more.
Là, le résultat, t'en es content quand même.
Je suis très très content de ce qu'on a obtenu. Très très content. Là, ça tient très bien, ça tient tout très très serré. Donc c'est bien. Après, il va falloir qu'il soit patient.
Now you don't have that second teammate. Now you don't have, but it's all on you now. Everything's on you, and if you don't perform, there is no backup plan.
When are you going to get a new helmet? I just like that one with the wing on it. Now, let's come back.
I'm going to bring him back this year.
I think it's good. It looks cool.
I actually think so, too.
I was always bummed when it disappeared. I was like, why?
Really?
Yeah. I've only got one like that.
Cooper is great mentally. He could have a hard time and struggle through it and then come back better on the other side. Look where he was at Yamaha, struggle. You don't have those struggles and then come back the next year and do what he did if you're not mentally strong.
It's going to take a little bit to break down.
Yeah. How's the back?
You don't see a rider get beat down with those results and become a champion. I would say maybe ever.
I just feel like Cooper always has that chip on his shoulder, no matter what. Doesn't matter if he wins or anything.
That wasn't bad, Zach, huh?
You're trying to hammer, man. It ain't hammered yet.
Yeah, this you got to be a little bit more patient right now.
I'm looking for dang, that was awesome.
Cooper Webb, I don't believe anyone was predicting would win the title coming into the 2019 season. Again, we're in an era of unpredictability. Who knows? Is Cooper Webb the next dominant guy? Is it like, just like RV, he's going to win the next year? Just like Dunge, he's going to win the next year. McGrath, Carmichael, Stu, they're just going to win. Or are we in this anyone can win at any time? Where is Cooper right now?
All right, let's put your purses down.
I thought that was pretty good for not riding for a week. You got my lungs burning.
Well, let's take a break, put down some water, and then let's do this, man.
Dude, tomorrow's gonna be tough. One of the days is 220. Not this week. On my schedule, dude. Okay on this track. Huh? Not ready to do it on this track.
Any chance that things go sideways for Webb?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Tomac is the guy to threaten Cooper. I still think Cooper is the guy as well, but I think Tomac is the guy.
I have to go Eli again. On paper, he's the easy pick.
In Vegas, odds-on favorite is Eli Tomac. I'm not taking that sucker bet again. He's going to do something to break my heart.
Who wins it?
Cooper Webb repeats in 2020.
That's a great pick. I'm with you. I have no reason why. If he's comfortable on that motorcycle, he's done it before. There you go.
We always have a little dessert at the end, just to sweeten up the workout. This sets the tone.
I love that joke. It's so good.
Okay, come on. Let's get back into this. Ready?
Thing about it is, I love dessert. That's true. Cupcakes, you got the tiramisu, chocolate fudge cake, you got ice cream sandwich. You got any desserts, Coop? I like ice cream. I like a good old-fashioned cupcake, sundae.
There is nothing that tells me that Eli will be worse. There's nothing to tell me that Ken will be worse. Anderson will be better than last year. And now you have AC, add him to the mix. It's going to be tougher. And for Webb, he's going to have to be better. What he was last year will not get it done again this year.